Our group, Sao Paulo, did Chapter 2, which dealt primarily with the effects of cotton growers and utilizing the labor market, or more accurately, avoiding the labor market throughout American history. We initially started with a quick summary of the author's findings, which is primarily that growers initially used chattel slavery and then onto sharecropping, made some attempts with some animals, and eventually transitioned over to machinery, which requires no labor at all. We took a fundamental disagreement with sort of her proposition that slavery was motivated with a combination of disincentives and incentives. We reject the notion that slave owners used incentives, and we've got a couple of interesting quotes from Frederick Douglass to sort of refute her thesis on that. In terms of analysis, we went ahead and thought of how this applies into present day. We found a number of consumer brands that have been accused of using slave or child labor in the present day, as well as we found a good diagram on a number of supply chains that where issues of unfree labor have been present. We have a slide highlighting the use of prison labor in the United States, specifically prison labor used in Georgia after the fairly strict anti-immigration law was passed in 2010. And then we brought up a couple of points on the cost of this avoidance of labor markets, the sort of regulation has on society at large. We found a good quote regarding the necessity for society to have such things as Medicare, Medicaid, and other social safety nets for those who fall into the bottom rung of the social ladder, specifically minimum wage individuals. And we drew a parallel to the taxpayer payments of TARP bailouts for industries that are avoiding proper regulation and full utilization of the free market.